Hutchins, and I am so excited to be here at TULLOCH and talking to Sjaarda today. We're going to discuss her new role and what that looks like within the company. So Jen, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so tell us, what is the title of your new role?
So I am the Director of People and Culture.
Okay, and so how did you become the Director of People and Culture? Because it just didn't happen overnight.
No. So I started at TULLOCH about 13 years ago, and I came into the organization doing payroll. I got to meet a lot of people that way, just through email communications, talking to them on the phone. TULLOCH was much smaller then. There were 120
absolutely.
people that were working here. And as we continued to grow, the organization decided they needed a dedicated human resources person. So I took that on. We just kind of kept growing and kept growing. And now there is a team of 7 people for human resources and payroll. And so that's kind of how I worked my way up to here.
Yeah, and how long have you been here?
13 years.
Okay, that's awesome. And so what excites you about this new role?
I think the thing that excites me the most is that I get to be in a helpful, supportive position for people. So I try to work with people to say, like, what does your job look like? And what do you need to do it well? And then I try to figure out how I can support them in doing that.
Okay. And what do you think will be the key challenges or new opportunities that will come with that role?
So I think one of the key challenges and opportunities that I'm looking forward to the most is making sure that as we grow and change and people come into the organization, that they know what our why and our how statements are, so that they know how we make decisions and what guides us in what we do. But also, in addition to that, is that we all understand exactly what those things mean. So when we talk about how we care for people, it's how do we care for people and still hold them accountable? When we talk about we're willing to go where others will not or cannot because we love a challenge, so how do we make sure that our compensation programs match and reward the people who are willing to travel and do the things that we celebrate as an organization?
Yeah. And what's your vision for your team? And how does that fit into the future of TULLOCH?
I think my vision for the team and how we're going to work together is really that we'll understand what we can do to be the support for all of the people in operations, as they're the ones who are going out and doing just all the different work that we do as consulting engineers and surveyors.
And now, since you've worked here for a while, what is maybe a piece of advice that someone's given you that's really just stuck with you and you could use to encourage others?
So I have 3 pieces of advice that I think about all the time. So the first one is, if people want to talk to me, I have to be willing to listen and understand what they're trying to tell me. So I really focus on that. And I hope people find me approachable for when they want to do that. Secondly, know the difference between what is legislative and what is best practices or recommendations. They're not the same. And I think third thing is, don't make things bigger than they are.
Which is so good, right? Both here and in life.
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think sets TULLOCH apart in the industry, right, from all the other companies? What makes us different?
So over the last couple of years, I've been learning more about the consulting engineering industry. And one of the things that I've noticed, really picked up on, is TULLOCH has a focus on cooperation and not as much on competitiveness. And how we can use cooperation to just deliver an excellent quality product to our client and basically drive the results that we're looking to drive.
Okay. And how do you see your role contributing to TULLOCH as they impact the communities, right? Because TULLOCH does a lot of community work and it's very important to them. And so how do you fit into that?
So I hope what I do is help coach people, especially our employee supervisors and managers, on communication and leadership, so that the people who come to work each day come to work, feel good about what they're doing, enjoy their work, and then they leave here, they go home to their families, their community, and they are happier and better at whatever it is that they also enjoy outside of work.
Okay. And what do you want others to know about TULLOCH as a company?
I'd say first and foremost, it's a really great place to work. People here really want others to be successful and do well at what they do. So it's a great environment that way.
Yeah, that's awesome, Jen. Thank you so much for being here and talking about your role and sharing with what TULLOCH's doing and what the future looks like.
Thank you.